Okay. Where is the video? Okay, today we are going to learn level 2 modifying comments. Last week we have seen move, erase, rotate, copy, mirror. Now we are going to learn trim command. Okay, trim. I hope everybody know about the trim. What is the trim? Sometime when we get the time, we will trim our hair, right?
Yeah.
What is the meaning for trim?
Cutting.
Huh?
Cutting.
Cutting, right? It's a very simple word. It's cutting. Whatever you don't want in your drawing, you can cut and remove it. That is called trim. Okay. For example, line. I want to bring my comments here. First, I would like to set up limits, then paper 210,297, then zoom all. I think someone of the mic is not mute. Who is that other? Much more mute. Munish, can you unga mic நீங்க mute பண்ணுங்க? Okay, that's good. Okay, so I already set my paper here. Zoom all. Okay, now I'm going to draw the line. Okay, this is my line. Actually, I draw 4 lines. See, from I want only for this rectangle space. I don't want the additional lines, whatever in away from the rectangle. So we can cut and remove that extended lines. Okay, that is called trim. There is a 2 way. The first way, you can delete, you can draw the line from one line to other line, then simply you can get the line within the 2 boundary. Then I mean the 2 line. This is the one of options, but this option will not help us to make it trim. That's why I want to use the other method. Okay, trim, T-R-I-M. This is the command. Trim, enter. Then computer will ask you select object. Select object. So whatever the object you want to trim, you have to select. Make sure before you select the object, if you want to cut the object, for example, this is the line. If you want to cut here, then you have to fix your scissor here. Then only you can cut it, right? So that means this line or this is stick or whatever that this is must be a single object. Then only you can cut it. Secondly, if you want to cut, this is a scissor, but virtually you cannot the scissor in your AutoCAD application. But whatever the line, circle or arc is crossing over to the other line, that is called the cutting area. Understand? I will explain to you how. So wherever is crossing over the line, that is called the trim area, cut area. Okay, now I already gave the trim command. I will select the line. Okay, there is a mistake. Last week I told you to select it, but I never rectified that one. So I use again trim. Select the object. I'm going to use the cross window to select the object. See, now I selected the object. Whatever I selected the object, it's become dash line. Okay. Now, see, this is the vertical line. This is the horizontal line. This is the vertical line. If you want to cut, that line must be crossing over to other line. That's what just before I told you. Scissor, right? Virtually we cannot see the scissor, but whatever that intersection line or circle or that is called scissor. So see, now already I select the two portion. Now I want to remove the line. This line I don't want. After you select, then enter. Oh, why? Trim. Okay. See, trim, enter, select the object, whatever you want to trim and whatever you want to remain, enter, then you click whatever the line you don't want. Just you click, then automatically remove. Okay. Again, I will teach you. Before that, okay. Pick add. This is the one of the command. Maybe you can take note. Pick add. Now is 0. I make it 1. See now. I select one line. I'm going to select the other line. I didn't touch any key in my mouse, so my keyboard. I select the next line. So the both line is selected, right? But last time I used the pick add 0. See now I'm going to select the first line. Again I'm going to select the second line. Then automatically first line is unselected. Can you see the difference? See, if I select this one, the horizontal line, the second line was unselected. If I select this line, vertical line, the horizontal line is unselected. If I select the horizontal line, the vertical line is unselected. The main reason is a pick value. If you want to add the value, it becomes to adding your picking points. So I will do the command PICKADD, pick add, enter, 1, addition is 1, enter. Now command is over. You see now, I select the first line. I'm going to select the second line. Still the first line is selected. I'm going to select the third line. First line is selected. Second line is selected. I'm going to choose the fourth line. First, second, third, fourth line is selected. So if you want to get more selection on one time, step by step, then you have to enable pick add value is 1. Then only you can do it that. Okay, just you keep it in mind. Now I'm going to do again trim, TRIM, enter. Now I'm going to select this two line, enter. After I want to remove the line, enter. So over. Again I will do the trim command, select the object, enter, then remove the line, delete. Again I will do the trim command with the crash window, select. So I got a rectangle. This is not only working with the rectangle or triangle or circle or line. Whatever the objects you can trim. See, this is my object. I want to trim. I select all the object. I will trim it. See, now I got only the outer boundary. The inside all the circles I remove. Okay. So you can use multiple way to trim the object, whatever you want, what are the types of shape you want. Trim command will help you to modify and make it the perfect sketch, whatever you are looking for that. Understand? This is trim command. The next command is stretch command. Stretch means it's a stretch. Stretch, whatever the object you want to stretch from one place to other place, you can use it. For example, there is a line. Okay, this is the line. Now I'm going to use the stretch commands. S-T-R-E-T-C-H. S-T-R-E-T-C-H, stretch. Enter. Select the object. Enter. Then you have to choose any one of the edge of the object. Select, then drag. So wherever the object, see, I'm moving here, right? So one place to other place, you can stretch to put it there. Maybe for the line stitches, it's not very effective. But if you are doing a rectangle stitch, this is my rectangle. Now I'm going to use the stitch command. Stitch, sorry, S-T-R-E-T-C-H, stitch, enter. Now I'm going to use the cross window to select one edge, one face of the rectangle. I select, enter, then computer asking to choose the base point. I choose the base point, then I will stitch. Now my box, my rectangle is become a long rectangle. That means I'm using one face of the object to stretch into bigger size. Understand? The other way, I have the rectangle, the square. I am going to do stitch command. S-T-R-E-T-C-H, stitch. Select. Now I'm going to select only one edge. Select, enter. I pick that edge to move. I will turn off ortho. I stitch only one edge. You can stitch any one of the edge too. Understand? So you can use multiple way and multiple place to stitch your object. Either it's a line stitch, a rectangle stitch, or square stitch, or even the arc stitch, or whatever that you can try it. Okay, this is stretch command. So this is the second command is stretch. The third command, extend. Okay, the stretch extend command is more or less is like a stitch, but slightly different. Like last week we have seen the copy and move, copy and offset, something like that. So see, I have the line. See, this is my original line. There is another original line. If you want to extend this line to this line, exactly we don't know how long this. Either optionally you can do the line command to pick the edge point to here, then you can draw the line. This is the one method, but this is additional line. But I don't want to create the additional line. Alternatively, I want to extend this line to here. Okay, for that command extend, E-X-T-E-N-D, E-X-T-E-N-D, extend, then select object. So same like as a trim. What are the object you want to trim? You have to select the both. The same way, what are the object you want to extend? You have to extend that. What are the object you want to extend, and until the which place you want to extend. So this is the both I want to extend. So I want to select the two, enter, then just you click on the edge, then automatically that line will go into extend the other end of the object. If your line is not meeting that intersection, means you cannot extend. See, now this is my horizontal line, this is my vertical line, but both are not in getting intersection. So see, extend, select the two objects. If you click, you cannot get it because your vertical and horizontal line is not getting intersection. Okay, so sometimes we are trying to get that extend the command, but cannot able to do that because of that vertical and horizontal is not meeting together. Okay, so that is the basic criteria to use that extend command. Again, I will do extend, select the both object, whatever you want to extend, and until where. After just you click, then automatically you can extend. If, for example, and okay, I have the few lines. I want to extend this line by until first line, first vertical line, or second, or third, or fourth, or fifth. If you want to extend this line until the last vertical line, just you select this line and this line, then you can get the extend. Otherwise, if you want to extend until this vertical line, you have to select the vertical line and this horizontal line. Otherwise, extend, I want to select all the line. Sorry, extend. I select all the line. See, 1, 2, 3, one by one you can extend until the end points. It's up to you. Okay, this is the method to do extend. And one more simple command is there, like a stitch, line, this is my line. I select the line. Okay. Last time I taught you to know how to stitch. Now I give you another short way. If you select the line, if you go to click the end point, then simply drag, you can get the extend or stitch. This option will work for only the single line or single arc. If you want to stitch your rectangle or triangle on the face, it's not possible. Okay, for example, if you choose the center point, it's working like a stitch. If you're choosing the end point, it's working only one portion to stitch or extend. There is a multi way to use your commands. It depends on the requirement and the place where you want to stitch. Okay, this is the stitch, extend, and yeah, the both command. The next command today we have seen trim, stretch, extend, and the next command is scale. Whatever the object you have, or you want to give the break to write down yourself, or shall I continue? உங்களுக்கு எழுதுறதுக்கு நேரம் வேணும்னா, if you want to write, if you want to take the note, then I give the 2 to 3 minutes time to write down yourself. Otherwise, I will continue to teach it. Which way you want to do? You want the break time to write down your notes?
Sir, continue again.
Continue. How about other? Is it okay?
Continue. Continue, brother.
Because you have my interest is you have to take the note, then only you can keep it, you can record it in your mind. This is not only for listening. In the end of the day, we have to do exam. Simple questions will be given to you. Then after you have to write the answer. If you want to write the answer, you should take notes. Then only you know what is the question and what is the answer. Otherwise, you will forget it. Okay. The next command is scale. Scale means not like a measurement scale. It's a scaling. So we can enlarge the object with some ratio. Okay. For example, if we have, just assume this is 100 mm by 100 mm, 100 by 100 square. Okay. This is my object. Now, just you assume this is a one column, the building column. Okay. This column is 100 by 100 mm. Now there is another column. That one is the 200 by 200. If there is another column 200 by 200, now I'm going to draw 200 by 200. Okay. Actually, I'm not using the line command to draw the column. I'm using the other command. Nobody asked me how you can do within the one line, one command to make the square. But still I'm doing. You are watching my teaching. Nobody asked me because still you never try it. You have to try, then only you will get the question. Usually, if you want to draw the square, they will use the line command. Draw the first horizontal line, vertical line, horizontal line, then vertical line. Then only we will get a rectangle square. See, I select my square. I'm going to select only one place. The whole square is selected. If I'm going to select here, it's not selected all the object, all the lines. It's selecting only one line. Do you know the reason why I cannot, why I can get one selection for the whole square and here I get only one line? Anybody know the answer?
The first one is rectangular comment, using rectangular comment. That's why this one can use, one time can select all, and other one use line comment. So this is the different line. So I need 4 lines for make one rectangular. So I can select one by one line.
What is the difference between rectangular line and other line?
A rectangular is a 2 dimensions, sir, and a square is a 1 dimension, sir.
You are very close there, but it's not a right answer. Simply you are telling me, tell me, what is the difference between this line? Sorry, this
rectangular
line.
is a polyline, sir.
Who is answering that? The Shanmugavel, is it? Murthy.
Murthy. No, sir.
Okay, good.
It's a polyline, and another one is the normal line.
Good. This is the correct answer. Rectangular is a polyline. It's a single line. That's why wherever you are selecting, automatically it selected the whole object. This line is a single line object. This is one object. That is the difference. Okay. So there is a two type of line. Not only the two type, there is a lot of types in AutoCAD, but I taught you to know only one line. This is the basic. So you have to. Sorry, who is speaking? Okay. So you have to explore what are the other type of the lines in AutoCAD. Then only you can get more knowledge. If you are following my instruction only, there is just 10%, 10 to 15% of the knowledge in AutoCAD. So you have to think more to get more idea about whatever I'm teaching you. Okay. So this square is the rectangle polyline. This is the single line. In the third chapter, the third level, I will teach you how to convert the single line into polyline. That's the letter. Okay, now I'm going to come back to the scale command. This is my 100 by 100 square column. This is my 200 by 200 square column. If I have the 100 mm column, if I want to get the 200 mm column, I have to create one more. It's very simple to create the rectangle 200 by 200. But if it is 300 by 300, 400 by 400, 500 by 500, or 1000 by 1000, it's not easy to do all the time in a rectangular command. In alternatively, you can use scale command. I give you another simple example. You already draw one window or wall or one light or any one of the door. The door or window or wall is 2 meter height by 1 meter width. It's already created. It's already using your project. If you want to make it 2.5 meter height with 1.5 meter width, means you have to create one more window or door or column. This is the double one. But alternatively, you can use scale command to scale it your existing object. That's what I'm going to do now. I will copy this command. Sorry, I will copy this object. I will bring it here. Now I'm going to use the scale. 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 Enter. Select object. Computer asking you to select the object. You will select. Enter. Then you have to choose the base point. Anywhere you can choose. Here or here, wherever you can choose. I will choose the left corner. Click. Then see here, the computer is asking scale factor. Specify scale factor. So whatever the scale you are going to give, the computer will take you to multiply. Now, the 100 by 100 column, that means that is 1:1. Computer will take it, that value of the object is called 1. If you give here, the value is the 2. That means whatever the existing width and height, it's become 2 times. Because you are giving 2 scale. If you're giving 3 scale, it become 3 times, multiply by 3 times. If you give 4 scale, then it will multiply by 4 times. Okay, now I'm going to give 3 times. That means I'm going to scale my object in 3 ratio. See, this is the 1 ratio scale object. This is the 3 ratio scaled object. Just I simply explain to you scaling method. See, this is my rectangle. I want to scale this object. Scale, enter, select the object, enter, choose the base point, enter, then I give the ratio is 2. 2 times it will be scaling. Okay, so you can do any object, any rectangle, triangle, not only rectangle, any object in your AutoCAD, you can scale it. Alternatively, I will one more thing. For example, I have the one square scale. I will select the object, choose the base point. Now my value I'm going to give. Actually, just you assume my scale is 100 mm line width. I mean the width or length. I want to bring it. It says 75 mm. Okay, how to do? You have to do calculation. Then only you can get it the scale ratio. Last time we have to use 1:2. It's become 2 times bigger than existing object. 3 times means it's become 3 times. 4 times become 4 times. Now I'm telling you, my horizontal line is 100 mm length. Now I want to make it 75 mm with the same object. How to do? If you want to make it that, you have to calculate the ratio of 1:100 divided by 1:75 to get the value. Maybe it's a 0.75 or 0.65 or whatever that. Then only you can make it. But here, straight away, you can do that calculation. Computer, you have to give the value, then computer will take to calculate itself to execute. For example, just you assume this is 100 mm. I want to make 75 mm. So just you make it 75 slash 100. So that means your requirement is 75 slash 100 is existing value. Then you just enter. Then your object is scaling down. Are you able to see the difference? Again, I will do scale, base point. I give the value 10 slash 100. Actually, if you are calculating the value, 0.01 is the ratio, but no need to calculate yourself. Just you make it 10 divided by 100, then enter, then automatically your object become scaled. Okay. It's not only for that, even though you can do the circle, you can do the arc. Okay. Select the object, choose the base point. (15 mm). So 15 times is become very big. Again, I will do the same object in scale down, select base point, then I'm going to give value 15 divided by 100. Becomes small. Okay, so this is the way, this is the method to scale it. Okay, anyone can list out what are the comments we learned today?
Dream, strength, and extension, scaling.
Scale.
3, then
Extend.
Stitch.
Okay, trim,
Extend. Stitch.
switch to
Extend.
extend 3,
Scale.
scale, 4 command. Okay, good. Sorry? Tell me again. Actually, we learned one more command is called pick add. 5 commands. Last week we learned 5 commands. This week we learned another 5 commands. So totally 10 commands we know in level 2. The next week there will be another 5 commands. So once we learn that 5 command, level 2 will end. So that means any drawing you can do it on, you can draw it in AutoCAD without presentation. Okay, so you have to practice this 5 command with the last 5 command of the 10 commands in level 2. This is very, very important. If you are not able to practice, if you are not doing any practice exercise, definitely you cannot remember these commands in future. Okay, so you practice well. If there is any question you ask me, now I will explain to you. Otherwise, 7:50, I think, yeah, 7:50 I will hand over to William Anand. We have another 2 minutes. You can talk now. Any questions? Any
No.
questions?
No.
சொல்லுங்க முனிஸ். மைக் அன்மியூட் பண்ணுங்க. ஓகே.